got a 30-minute walk ahead of us today. This is the first time I am doing a morning walk. It's 9 a.m. here. It's pretty nice. I literally just got out of bed about 10 minutes ago. So I'm excited to be able to do something different today and see how it feels to be able to do a walk in the morning. It's going to be an exciting day. A lot of stuff planned, especially with this dog party. And without further ado, or before I get started, let me actually start that timer. I'll be a little bit quiet here just for a moment while we pass the lawn mower here, just in case it's too loud. Although it looks like it may have stopped. Nope. So I've never actually done a walk first thing in the morning like this. And when I say first thing in the morning, I mean literally before anything else. Obviously, I woke up and brushed my teeth, but usually what I would do is wake up, probably have breakfast, definitely have a cup of coffee, and then go on a walk. But this time I decided to walk first thing in the morning. And one of the reasons really being efficiency and just making sure that I can still be consistent with these walks. Since I know for a fact I'm gonna be with a lot of family today, hanging out, probably having a couple of beers, making some cheeseburgers and just having a good time around the grill and the dogs, it's gonna be really hard for me to get in a walk later on today. So I'll see if I can not only record the video this morning, but also upload it before anyone comes over. Still have about 4 hours. A lot of times you tell people to come at a certain time, but they probably come at least an hour after the posted time. So I think we're good. Probably will be able to get the video uploaded before anyone even shows up. So that's a good thing. That's one thing, that I try and, I don't know, I feel like preach is probably too strong of a word, but if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I always say that you need to be consistent and carve out time for your physical activity. And in this case, consistency for me meant waking up a little bit earlier. I could have slept in, and that was actually the reason why I decided to do so much yesterday, so that I wouldn't have a lot to do this morning. I could have slept in more, but then I wouldn't have got my walk in. And for everyone walking, or rather for everyone following along that is walking, again, I want you all to be able to use these videos as a reference and sort of as motivation to be able to go out there and get your walk in, or whatever other activity it is that you want to be consistent with. And if this is your first time watching, it's actually a good thing I bring up. So you might be using these videos not even as a means of doing an actual walk, but just anything else you feel like you want to be consistent with in your life. Right? So imagine you had a goal in mind and you tell yourself, I need to do something for X amount of days to be able to reach that goal. If you do it by yourself, that's awesome if you can do it by yourself. You don't really need to depend on anyone, but especially if you're getting started, it probably helps to do it with a group. I think if you can have a small group, not a large group, if you can have a small group of people that are dedicated to the same common goal while pushing each other, then I think you will see greater results. And so that's what I hope to be for a lot of you watching. Again, perhaps that goal for you is to become stronger, or maybe the goal is for you to study every single day for a upcoming job interview. Whatever the goal is, if it takes consistency to achieve, which most hard things in life do, then I hope that every time I upload these videos, it could be a source of inspiration for you to say, you know what, if Rafael got his walk in, I should go and do what I have to do. So, walking in the morning, I've heard, is also really good. And actually, not even, well, walking, of course, is really good, but especially getting sun directly in the morning. If any of you come from a podcast world, I'm definitely, oh, this dog is very nice. He's always out there. I hope they don't always leave him out there, but because every time I come, I always see him out there. And I've come to this house at varying times, and he's just always there. But anyway, there's a sort of popular podcast circle, which includes the likes of, I don't know, Joe Rogan, Lex Friedman, Andrew Huberman. You know, it's like that whole group of people. Well, Andrew Huberman advocates for getting sun directly in the morning before you do anything else, before having coffee. You know, let the sun naturally wake you up, get the sun on your skin, and just feel that energy. And to be honest, I never do that. I mean, on any given day, on a work day, I might go outside for, 2-3 minutes, walk my dogs. I have a backyard, so I don't necessarily need to walk them, but I'll just go out there with them. I'll get a little bit of sun, but in the background, I'm making coffee. So this is going to be a cool instance of, what he says, that I'm just getting direct sunlight before I even have that first cup of coffee. And I love sun. I'm the type of person that seeks out sun. Like if there's a table during lunch and I'm eating with a couple of people, I'm going to pick the spot that's in the sun because I like it that much. I don't mind getting a good sweat. I grew up in hot weather, so hot weather is very comforting for me. And it just feels good. So I hope everyone is enjoying their Saturday. Hopefully you all have some fun things planned. Perhaps it's visiting family. Maybe you're just going to be staying at home all day playing one of your favorite games. Maybe you're looking forward to a date night with your significant other later today. Whatever it is, I hope you have a great day. It is Saturday. Saturday is an amazing day. Because Friday you've already spent the majority of your day at work. Sunday, although you have a full day, you still have to worry about work the next day. But Saturday, not only do you have a full day, you also don't have to worry about work the next day. So I think it's a pretty solid day of the week. My favorite day of the week. I feel like when you wake up on a Saturday morning, the possibilities are endless. Like you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. And that's cool. Oh, let me show you guys this. So normally when I go on these walks, I take my car keys because I lock the door when I leave my home. And I don't really mind taking my car keys, but it's kind of overkill when I'm just going on a walk and I'm not going to be driving. It'd be nice if I had a single key. So a couple weeks ago, I went to a wedding in California and I stopped at this pretty cool local shop and I got this keychain right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Pretty cool keychain. But I never had a key for it until last night. And the key that I bought, as soon as I saw it, I knew that it had to be mine. It is a key of a golden retriever. So I hope you guys can all see that. But I just thought that was really funny. And I thought, yep, that's the key I'm going to get. So now I just have a dedicated house key. And I don't have to worry about carrying around bulky car keys. Man, a good old-fashioned garage sale. I haven't seen a garage sale in years. Man. That is so cool. There was I don't know if people actually know about this. Well, if any of the viewers know about this, there's something called creepypasta. So I have a pretty high tolerance for horror, and I just enjoy reading horror-related media or, watching horror-related videos. Like there's this guy on YouTube called Nexpo, which I think stands for Nighttime Exposition, and it's just creepy stuff that he does. You know, like dark media found on the internet, or weird subreddits and threads. And I remember there was this creepypasta. So creepypasta is a story that, unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, it is fictional. But the point is to read it and, just have an open mind, be imaginative, and imagine that it was real. Good morning. And so, I don't know, it just reminded me of the garage sale, because in the beginning of this creepypasta called Ben Drowned, the story is about someone that finds a copy of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask in a garage sale, and it turns out to be a haunted copy of the game. And then it goes on, and the story's phenomenal. I think it's one of the most famous creepypastas ever written, and I think the official name, I don't know if I already said it, it's called Ben Drowned. And the premise is again, it's a haunted N64 cartridge of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Puts it in the N64, there's already a save file in it, and I think he attempts to delete it, but the save file keeps coming back. And then as he plays this copy of the game, weird things happen to him in the game, and I believe also in real life. So, highly recommended if you're into horror media, just like reading creepy things. It is called a creepypasta. Yeah, there's creepypastas and that other thing too, like SCPs. What is it? Secure, Contain, Protect. Those are very interesting too. If you're into that stuff, look that up. SCP, Secure, Contain, Protect. There's also Nexpo. There's Nightmind on YouTube. I think Nightmind's very cool too. I think, if I remember correctly, that's his name. He does kind of the same thing, where he does a lot of analysis on horror media. And he found one time he posted a video that was just by, I think it was one guy that just made this super interesting horror short series. It was just about pretty much him in his apartment. And maybe it's 5 or 6 videos, but it came out so good. And I wish I could remember the name, or I know that Nightmind posted it on his channel. I believe he did. I'm 80% certain he did. But I'll see if I can find it. Maybe I'll link it to the video. It's funny, my channel is early enough that I'm actually unable to link to external links on descriptions. I went through the validation step yesterday, so it says it can take up to 24 hours. We'll see if I get a response today. Because sometimes the things I talk about, I like to link to them in the description just in case people are curious to learn more. Like the other day, I wanted to link to the gyro ball that I was using for the forearm workout. Yesterday, I wanted to link to the website for the Go Rucking. Oh, let's talk about rucking, okay? So I thought about making a funny edit for this one, where yesterday I think I said, I'm never gonna do unweighted walks again. So woke up this morning feeling sore, and that's normal, like any other workout, but I did some more research on rucking, and it turns out you really shouldn't do it more than twice a week. Although I'm assuming if you're in top physical health and you're really going out there, wait, is someone else walking with their book bag right now? Literally, as I'm talking about this, I'm pretty sure that person's walking with their book bag. I'm not gonna say anything, but I walk this neighborhood a lot, and I've never seen anyone walk in a book bag. Granted, I don't walk at this time. Maybe he always comes out at this time, but I don't know. Maybe they saw me yesterday and they got inspired. So anyway, rucking, shouldn't really do more than twice a week. Again, I'm sure over time you can probably increase it to more, but I might chill on that. and I think I do need to get an actual official rucking book bag, because I need a bag that has better weight distribution. I think with that 10-pound plate just being all the way sitting in the bottom of the bag, I don't think the weight distribution is even, so it could cause, you know, some soreness and some uncomfortable tension that probably wouldn't otherwise be there if I had a normal ruck bag, as it's called. So yeah, I think in the video yesterday, and even in the description, I was like, oh, I'm never gonna go back to unweighted walks again. I think I'll start off this video with, I don't know, me saying that in slow motion. Or maybe I'll drop it in this portion of the video. Yeah. Let's do a time check. So we got 14 minutes and 50 seconds left of this 30-minute walk. My plan is, so today's Saturday, tomorrow, I think what I can do is a nice way to round out the week. So we started on Sunday. Tomorrow's gonna be the first week we've done this. I think tomorrow, you know, to round out the week, I'm gonna attempt to do an hour walk. Now, I'm not even sure my GoPro can record for an entire hour. So I'll have to bring multiple batteries, but that's my plan. It's probably gonna be a little bit difficult for me to talk for an entire hour, but there'll be a lot of quiet moments and there'll be a lot of good music. And then of course next week, I have a little bit of a dilemma next week. Well, here's what I'm thinking about, right? Sorry, I have a little bit more mucus this morning. I know that probably sounds a little bit gross, but I have a little bit more mucus this morning than usual. So next week on Tuesday, I'm going to do the first Couch to 5K video. Now my original plan was to continue doing the daily 30-minute videos or longer and still also include the Couch to 5K, because my reasoning is that, you know, maybe a lot of you are not interested in Couch to 5K, but you want to continue doing the walking video. So let's say on Tuesday I were to only do the Couch to 5K. That means I'm losing an entire portion of my audience that doesn't care about Couch to 5K and they just want to do the walk, right? But then, you know, it just comes down to me really, time management. I have to figure out how I can incorporate both, because Tuesday's Couch to 5K is 20 minutes, Thursday's Couch to 5K is 30 minutes. So that's about an hour of physical activity. I mean, we're talking about 2 videos, one of them's an hour for walking, and the other is, one of them is half an hour for walking, another one's half an hour for Couch to 5K. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll wake up earlier and do the walk in the morning like I am now, and then do Couch to 5K later. I mean, that's the challenge, right? That is the challenge. Walking at the same time as you're doing Couch to 5K stuff. It reminds me of this, there's a YouTuber I saw recently, I don't know his name, but he has been posting videos of himself doing a workout called 75 Hard. And it is a challenge where you do, well, let's look through it, right? So, 75 Hard. Let me see if I can find the actual instructions. Yeah, they say it's not a workout plan as much as it's more of just a mental challenge, and it's supposed to be really hard and uncomfortable. So let's see what it says. Because I remember, oh man. I'm just looking it up here on my phone. Like if I click, okay, I'm in. Nope. All right, let's see if we can find it here. Take script, skills, confidence. I think I probably found it on another website. Yeah, let's look on another website. Hard, or 75 Hard. What is 75 Hard? The mental toughness program is delivering drastic results, but is it safe? Okay. These are the 5 daily tasks that you have to do for the entire 75 days. And apparently there's one overarching rule. So the first one says, if you skip a day, you must start over. And I'll also read the details here. If you miss a task, you must start over at day 1. You can't tweak the program to your liking. It's supposed to be inconvenient and it's supposed to be hard. In life, conditions are never going to be perfect. You're always going to have to do things that you don't want to do. And the minute you start tweaking or compromising, that's what opens the door to quitting. Number 2, pick a diet to follow with no alcohol or cheat meals. You must choose a diet based on your goals and stick to it. But there's a second caveat to the rule: no cheat meals and no alcohol. In a culture that depends on after-work drinks or wine once the kids are in bed, Frisella acknowledges the difficulty of this task. Not a drop, not a beer, not a wine, not a glass when you get home, nothing for at least 75 days. There's a number of reasons for this: empty calories, psychological addiction, physical addiction. Also, we're talking about detoxing your body for 75 days. You don't understand how foggy you are because of this alcohol drinking lifestyle. Number 3, drink a gallon of water daily. Make sure you start early and be consistent throughout the day so that you're not chugging a gallon of water before you go to bed, which he admits he had to do a few times himself. Number 4, complete 2 daily workouts. One of the most time-consuming parts of 75 Hard is the workouts. 2 45-minute workouts of your choice must be completed per day, and one of those workouts must be done outside regardless of the weather. This is the point of the program. Conditions are never perfect, said Frisella, and one of the reasons that most people can't get through life in an effective way is because the minute conditions are tough, they throw the towel in on their plan. Number 5, read 10 pages per day of a non-fiction book. This is not entertainment time. This is not Harry Potter time. This is learn new stuff time, Frisella explained. The book has to be a self-development book of some kind, and it has to be for personal growth. He also stresses that it needs to be a physical book, not an ebook you read on your phone or tablet. Finally, take a progress photo every day. This is not just to show your physical transformation. Once you start getting some progress, fitness, your business, or anywhere else, you start to forget the little details as you go. These photos will help you remember the daily progress of your journey. He also encourages people to take photos that show their body, recognizing that this may be difficult, but that these photos are for you only and don't need to be posted. So it does sound pretty intense, but let me actually go through them one by one and analyze them. So the first one, if you skip a day, you must start over. I think that's the worst. You know what this reminds me of? I'm relating it to a video game. So let me see if I even remember this. In the original BioShock game, there was an achievement. I think it's just essentially permadeath mode. Like you can't, what is it? You can never use one of the Vita chambers to save? Something like that. Or maybe I'm thinking like BioShock Infinite 1999 mode. I don't know. Reminds me of one of those modes. It's like permadeath, right? If you skip a day, you must start over. Yeah, that one's tough. Because skipping a day essentially means you have to do the tasks every single day and you can never fail. It's tough. Pick a diet to follow with no alcohol or cheat meals. I think for me, that's easy. I'm not really a drinker. I mean, on days like today where I have family over, I'll have a couple of beers and enjoy my time with them. But I can't say I'm not someone that after work I get home and have a glass of wine or a beer. That's just never really been me. I come home and I do my gym and I just get to these videos, right? These videos are my de-stressor. Drink a gallon of water daily. Maybe that's hard. And I'm saying that as someone that I barely drink water. I just think that I probably could do it if I were just better with it, right? If I actually I see people at work that are always with like a water bottle, or they're carrying something that makes it easy for them. It makes it accessible, right? If anything, I'm setting myself up for failure because I don't even have a means to drink the water in the first place. That one, maybe not too bad. Complete 2 daily workouts. I mean, does walking count? Does walking count as a workout? I think it does, right? I mean, it's cardio. So I'm kind of already doing that today, although I'm not doing it every day, right? Like my strength training for me on a great week is 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. Getting 45 minutes in, that's great, because people consider 45 minutes probably to be a short workout. 45 minutes for me is going to the gym and just focusing on my workouts and not talking to anyone and not spending too much time on my phone. So can I do that Monday through Sunday and then also do a 45-minute walk? That's going to be really, really hard. But I can only imagine the results that will lead to, right? But that's no rest days, no nothing, 75 days. That's like 2 months and a half. Okay? Read 10 pages per day of a nonfiction book. I think that's incredibly easy. That's very easy. That's 10 pages. I mean, I think they probably added that in there to, I don't know, as a buffer. Take a progress photo every day. Yeah, so I think the hardest one is probably, I would say for most people, yeah, I mean, what are the hardest things, right? Eating right and working out. Again, goes back to consistency. The hardest thing is staying consistent. I'll be honest, I don't think I'm ready to do that yet. And I kind of want to stick to my plan right now. I like what I'm doing, you know, these walks, plus getting ready to do some runs, perhaps a 5K in the future. I kind of like that. That's my niche, perhaps. And I enjoy it. So if it's something that I enjoy, I should just keep doing it. People are going to do what they're good at, and people are going to do what they enjoy. And I'm all for pushing myself, but I feel like I am pushing myself right now. This challenge is to walk every single day. You know, challenge yourself to get your 150 minutes of cardio every week. That's a good challenge. I'll call it 150 hard. Or I guess in our case, we're doing what, 210 minutes a week, right? Good morning. Approaching the last leg of this walk. It looks like another garage sale is happening here. Got 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. I can definitely say this was a nice way to wake up the senses, wake up the body. I feel more limber, I feel more active, I feel ready to take on the day. Hopefully the weather holds up. I was looking at the weather earlier and it was forecasted to be a sunny day, but of course it looks like it's a little bit overcast right now. Well, a little bit better than overcast. Partly cloudy, let's say. Really happy that we're approaching our first week of daily walking. Let me know if you have followed along with me every day. Let me know how you feel. What is your goal for the walk? Is it to be able to meditate, take some time for yourself? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to increase your cardiovascular fitness? Let me know. And we'll chat. We'll have a good chat. I think I mentioned it early. This is kind of random, but I'm excited to see my brother today because he's going to be bringing his wife and baby to the house. And it's nice to have everyone there. And we're going to have a little geek moment where we're going to be installing, I bought some new RAM memory sticks for my computer. So I talked about this before, but my computer is currently loaded with 16 gigabytes of RAM. I'm going to max out to 64. And I know my brother really enjoys doing that stuff. He's in IT, so we're just going to spend a little bit of time doing that together because that's what brothers do, you know? It's about that brotherhood. Got to hang out with your brothers. So that's going to be a fun time. And he was telling me, he said, oh yeah, I'm going to have the baby in there so the baby can start learning too. And I said, yeah, of course. Start them young. We have 10 seconds left. So again, I want to thank everyone for joining me on this Saturday morning walk. I hope that you can continue accomplishing your fitness goals, and I hope to see everyone around here more often. We will continue doing these walks. We're not going to stop. So I suppose the next time I'll see you is tomorrow, where we'll have a little bit of a longer walk to round out the week and just have overall a good time. Take it easy, everyone. See you all next time.